What's going on, fellas? Madden Doctor back again, bringing you a gameplay video today of Draft Champions. If this is not your type of video, I apologize. I do mostly tips and tricks on this channel and offensive mini schemes, but I do like to throw in gameplay because there's no better way to learn the game, especially after new patches, just to get a feel of how everything's moving, how people are reacting, the new animations, and so forth. So I do like to mix in some gameplay videos. I'll walk you through the gameplay here shortly, but I do want to put on the screen just a few clips of this new blitz I found. Absolutely screaming. If I put it on YouTube, I guarantee it would become the meta. I was one of the first ones to originally post about the nickel over G, and we all saw what happened with that. So here it is a few times on the screen, absolutely screaming. I'm not going to put the setup on YouTube. It's not always, it's going exclusively on Patreon, and it's not always because the $2 or $3 a month that it costs to get it. Honestly, it's about keeping it away from the masses, just so it doesn't get spammed. And as you saw there, it's actually really good against the run as well. So I'll show you one more clip of it here screaming, and then walk you through the gameplay. So that last clip was it sped up. I'm going to slow it down a little bit here for you so you can see the guy screaming off the edge. And he actually had the running back on a block too, still getting through, and then he gets the fourth down here on a nice catch in traffic. Stay tuned. It actually ends up being a really good game. I'll take you through the gameplay, and I'll point out those blitzes as they happen throughout the game. I just wanted to point them out in the beginning as well. That way, if you're not a big gameplay footage guy, maybe you can still find some value in this video. So here we go, fellas. He gets the first down. Still nothing here early in the first quarter. He does a nice little halfback draw to, I think that's Adrian Peterson, yeah. Nice little truck stick, and then ends up getting 5 yards. Actually got the first truck, and then he kind of got blasted on the next one, but did a great job of holding on to the ball. Right here he runs a little slant with the flat route and got me on the swing route. This first drive was pretty ugly for me, I ain't gonna lie. I was trying a lot of different things. I was sending overload blitzes on him. He knew exactly what to do to beat it, and then right here he just quick snapped me. I was shifting a lot, pretty much walked right down the field, but I make some adjustments here, and ends up being a great game. Cleveland Browns coming out on their first drive. It was a decently long drive he put together there. Quite a bit of plays because he was throwing a lot of short passes, dinking dunks underneath, and he was running the ball efficiently. So this is actually my first time with the ball. Come out here in a bunch formation. I actually got the Saints playbook in this game, and hit him with the Z spot. I got Michael Thomas, 93 overall. Gets open to the sideline, does a great job with the possession catch, keeping his toes in bounds. Hit him next here with the halfback draw. I don't think it has nothing doing. I actually got Barry Sanders in this draft as well, so I'm feeling pretty good about this team. We'll see if we can get a bowl out of it. Right here, age-old scheme. Been running this one since Madden 16 at least. I probably could have lobbed it to square there. Didn't want to take the chance. Took my 5 yards, and we lived to see another day. So 3rd and 5 here, big down here for the Brownies. I put a square receiver on a little zig route, and I noticed he's pressing pretty hard on that left side. I got Michael Thomas wide open on the streak, so I make an adjustment, hit him quickly before the safety could get involved, and right here he just makes an excellent hit stick. Can't even really be mad about that one. It was a great hit on the receiver in open field, and I'm down 7-0 without the ball. Let's see if I could do something, and he's driving again with the run. It is not looking good for the Brownies. Let's see how this one works out. All right, 1st and 10 here for the Jags. It comes out in shotgun inside zone. What else? And we stop him for a 3-yard gain. So 2nd and 7, we're feeling pretty aggressive, so I send my new blitz at him, and look at that, fellas. 3rd and 30, just like that. There's a replay of it. The great thing about this blitz, guys, is you also have great coverage behind the blitz. It's not a complete sellout. You're only rushing 5, and the running back, even if he's blocking, gets confused. And on the very next play, we get another sack. That's actually just the dollar looping blitz that's been going around for the last couple Maddens, and then he tries to get slick on 4th and 31. I was ready for it. I was in the safes. I always come out in man safe. I don't trust no one, and good thing because it was a fake. We shut him down. We got great field position here to try and tie the game. Quick little toss here to Barry Sanders. The left side actually goes for 5. Could have been worse. You know, that 92 overall Barry Sanders helps. I tried to send him a little out route to the left there. You saw he got stuck on the offensive line. So I kind of run the same concept here, but I put Duke Johnson on a swing route instead, and I actually have circle right here real quick. Could have been a touchdown, but I get it out to Duke Johnson, make a great spin move here, and get in for 6. So we're all square at 7 apiece. Jacksonville comes out and it looks like a single back offset, runs a inside zone or a halfback dive. AP makes a nice little shake and bake, but only gets 3 yards. 2nd and 7 here. Tries to run a little roll out here, thrown across his body, and overthrows him just a little bit. Lucky for me. And then here is that blitz again, screaming off the edge. He didn't even know what hit him. And if you look closely, that was actually with the running back on a check and release. So it's not one of those blitzes that only works without a blocking running back. It's actually confusing the line of scrimmage. So we get him in another 4th and long, and you can tell he's getting frustrated because he throws another fake punt. And look at this, fellas. He almost comes down with this triple coverage. He literally had it all the way to the very last second. I couldn't believe it when he dropped it. So turnover on downs, all square at 7. That's twice he gave me the ball inside the red zone, so I'm not hating it. We run a little weak side zone run to Barry Sanders, get a big gainer, found a hole in the defense. So we find ourselves on with 1st and 10 from the 8-yard line. One of the hardest places to score in this Madden. I try to keep consistent, send it to Barry again, get stuffed. 2nd and goal. I actually found a nice little goal line play I will share with y'all out of the Saints ebook. Struggle with red zone offense this year, just like the rest of the community, more specifically inside the 5, but that play was actually pretty nice. So 14-7 now. Things are starting to look up for the Cleveland Browns. Getting them frustrated, as I mentioned. We're going to kick the ball off here, hopefully keep things rolling good, maybe get an early quit out of them. Who knows? You're going to have to stick around to the end of the video to find out. So 1st and 10 from his own 19. He's staying consistent, runs the ball with AP again on 1st down for a 2-yard gain. So 2nd and 8, he goes back into shotgun, and right here I make one of the most frustrating mistakes that any user can make in Madden. I had him baited into a user pick and I bailed on it last second. He made the wrong read, he threw it into coverage, and I jumped the gun early, but luckily he dropped the ball. I was able to get there quick enough and lay a hit on him. Then 3rd and 10, I ended up running that dollar blitz again and get another big sack. Unfortunately, he caught me sleeping here. He quick snapped me. I was going through my adjustments. I got stuck on a defensive lineman. It's happened to the best of us. So I get aggressive again on the next play and actually send that Patreon blitz. And as you can see, it's great in coverage. It's very easy to set up too for high-level opponents. So 2nd and 10, he goes back to the run, gets a nice gain with AP, gain of 9, but he does have to watch the clock here. Goes for the big shot here, almost had me beat, but Darby does a great job of breaking up the pass. 4th and 1, he runs the ball with 19 seconds left, but I guess he had to get the 1st down. So 1st and 10 with 17 seconds left, 1 timeout. I really do not want to give up any points here. He makes a nice catch and somehow spins out of that one, but has to burn his last timeout. So here we go. I'm pretty much deciding that I probably am going to give up 3, so I put everybody back. Really just didn't want to give up the 7, and he almost beats me anyways to the back of the end zone with the PA crossers, but he runs out of room in the back of the end zone, decides he's going to settle for a field goal. Not so fast, off the crossbar, no good. So we get the ball at half. I got Barry Sanders and Tyreek Hill returning my kicks. I'm thinking, what better way to start the 2nd half than to get a kick return? I saw the light at the end of the tunnel, but didn't quite make it. Ran out of juice. Great pursuit by number 25, whoever that is, but I do get it down to the 25. Right here, just a great pass and catch from McNabb to Michael Thomas. So 14-7, 1st and goal from the 8. We go old school on him on a little pistol bunch, halfback zone. We flip it to the bunch side. If you notice, go back and look if you want, he had a linebacker coming in, would have laid a huge hit on me, so I showed the patience and I stayed behind my blockers, and Barry Sanders was able to fight his way in. So crucial drive here for the Jaguars. Let's see if he can put something together. 2nd and 9 already. He's running play action deep, and I beat him to the jump with a linebacker. I saw it coming the whole way. Was disappointed I didn't get the interception, but I did tip it up, and there you have it, folks. Tip it up. My CPU got the pick after I broke it up, and it looks like Captain Blacksack 6 is gonna try his luck with the next opponent. Shout out to the 330 though. That's where I grew up, Youngstown, Ohio. I'm assuming he's from that area. Can't be too bad of a guy. Unfortunately, just wasn't his day on the gridiron. We take the W here. I hope this gameplay taught you guys a few things of how these concepts work. I hope you guys come join us on Patreon for more in-depth tips and tricks. Drop a like if you enjoyed this video. Drop a subscribe if you haven't done so already, and enjoy the rest of your Madden season.